Clippers, Mavericks, first round series. Let's get to it. I think it's going to be pretty much kind of a shorter video. I'll be straightforward with you guys. I got the Clippers going to win the series. I think this series is going to be close with a couple of the games. The Clippers just have a great mismatch when it comes down to it. They have the better bench and they have the greater foundation to pretty much be a championship contender of the Western Conference alongside with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Mavericks, they always run with their backcourt of Luka and Seth Curry. They put at the 3 with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then they have Dorian Finney-Smith at the 4. Then they got Kristaps Porzingis at the 5. Now, they may run it different ways, but with the Clippers, they're long and lengthy. Then you got Patrick Beverley out there as your starting point guard. They're going to put him down on Luka Doncic, lock him up the whole game, and he's pretty much going to make Luka uncomfortable. For example, the first game with Lonzo Ball with the Lakers around 2-3 seasons ago, Patrick Beverley was guarding him full court, pretty much getting at him. This is going to be Luka's first playoff game, so Patrick Beverley, he's going to be pretty much that same pit bull defensive liability for the Mavericks and pretty much go at him. But I know Luka, he's not centered on just scoring as always. He's be able to be a team leader to where he can be able to, he can kick you up 8 assists easily in a game, let alone with triple doubles and rebounds as well. So he's still going to initiate the offense. And you still have an abundance amount of guards with the Dallas Mavericks. So Luka's going to be fine this series. He's not like a James Harden who relies everything with ball usage and him jacking up shots. Even though if Luka is averaging around, let's just say 18 to 25 points this series, he's still going to be able to hit you up with assists and great usage as well. Now, again, with the Clippers, they do have length and size. If you think about the starting 5 from both parties, I already told you with the Mavericks, the Clippers are going to be Patrick Beverley, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris Sr., and then you do have probably Zubac at the 5. I doubt they'll put Joakim Noah to start up. But the Clippers have the size because with Seth Curry, they're probably going to put Paul George on him. You're going to have Kawhi Leonard probably on Tim Hardaway Jr. if they start him at the 3. And then you're going to have Marcus Morris Sr. on Dorian Finney-Smith. Something along those lines. And then with Zubac, you're going to have it on probably Kristaps Porzingis. I think the only advantage would be the Mavericks on their 5, Porzingis against Zubac. If he can take him more in the perimeter and knock him down in the post. I think the Clippers 1 through 4 have an advantage defensively. And the Mavericks are one of the best offensive teams in the NBA. But with the Clippers' length and size, they give the Mavericks trouble as it is. Like if they played in the regular season, the Clippers pretty much had the Mavericks on check and really made Luka and the crew very uncomfortable when it came down to it. The Mavericks weren't the same team offensively. I think this series is going to go worst case scenario for the Clippers and best case scenario for the Mavericks. The Clippers will win the series in 5 games. I think that's more realistic. I think the Mavericks can pretty much snatch 1 game away from them. I don't think there's going to be a sweep. I don't think it's going to go 6 or 7 games. I think the Clippers in 5 will get it done with. I think there will be a couple games to where it will be close, but pretty much we'll finish around 5 points or so differential. But overall, the Clippers, this is going to be a great test for them in their championship run. They are going for it. And I think there'll still be a pretty good series for Luka Doncic. KP, I don't think that'll probably be the case. I think more on Luka's side of things. But even if you're looking at their bench, I mean, you still got Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell coming back. You have Joakim Noah who's going to get some minutes for your team. The Clippers are loaded. With the Mavericks, they have an abundance amount of guards on the team. You have J.J. Barea, Trey Burke. You got... I forgot that one cat's name, the 6'5" shooting guard, point guard on their team. Kind of crossed my mind. Then the Mavericks got a couple other players as well. They're younger. We did see with Dwight Powell, he's out for the season. Maxi Kleber's going to give him some good minutes. I know the Clippers like to go small with things. But the Mavericks are a team that they can get you off in the half court, but they're more of an up-and-running team offensively. So maybe the Clippers will have a couple bad stances, defensively, but the Clippers are all going to be good with it. The Mavericks have no one really that can contain Kawhi Leonard or Paul George. You're going to have to throw Dorian Finney-Smith on Kawhi Leonard, which Dorian Finney's, he's a defensive player, but with Kawhi Leonard, he's going to be able to work out there. Who are you going to put on Paul George? I mean, Tim Hardaway Jr. or Seth Curry? I don't know if they're going to be able to start Seth Curry because of, his defensive liability and when it comes to size of things. So I'm curious to see how Rick Carlo makes any lineup changes, if anything, for the team. But this is going to be a fun series for anyone. I think this is one of the First round series, a lot of people and TV fans and NBA fans are really looking forward to, like myself. I got the Clippers in 5. I think it's going to be some fun, entertaining games. But this will be a good lesson for KP and Luka Doncic to get their first playoff experience and then hitting off in the future. Clippers, 5.